Hey guys, welcome back to the Fatal Wrath channel. So, in this challenge, we're doing a Usagi versus Might Nuzlocke. Now, what is a Nuzlocke? It's a term used in Pokemon where when your Pokemon dies off, it's permanently dead and you don't get to use it again. So, since there's not much content left to really make for TMNT Legends, what do you do when there's no content to be made? You come up with something creative and you make content. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We're doing a Nuzlocke with Usagi versus Might challenge, especially since it can be used every day this week and not just Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let me know if you like something like this, and when the other Usagi challenges come around, I'll do the exact same thing. We'll do another Nuzlocke exactly like this one. So basically, my weakest is level 85. So a level 85 is probably going to get pretty far in this challenge. And once the character dies off, we can't use him anymore because it's Nuzlocke. And we'll have to switch over to another character. You know, in all reality, I think everyone that likes TMNT Legends is also a Pokemon fan, because in the end, TMNT Legends is basically exactly like Pokemon, except just with the Ninja Turtle characters, rather than using actual Pokemon. So, with that being said, we can come up with a Pokemon-like challenge and have some more content for you available on my channel and available in the TMNT Legends world. So as you'll see here, level 85 is going to get pretty far no matter who you pick, and we'll see just how far they can get before we have to swap out and go to a different character, and see just how far in this challenge we can get before we actually win it all. Now, once we defeat a stage, we're not going to go back to it. But if there is a stage that wipes away all of our Pokemon, TMNT characters, we will retry that stage with 2 characters. And since this is a Nuzlocke, you can pretty much choose which characters you want to choose. I'm just starting with the lowest because I'm pretty sure that if I was to start with a level 100 character, it's going to easily wipe the whole board, and you won't get a chance to see any of the other characters in action. So for variety purposes, I'm starting with the lowest, and we're going to work our way to the highest and see just how far they get. So as you can see, I've just started with my first character, which was the one furthest to the right, which is Nick Rocksteady. And he's getting pretty far. He's level 85, so he's probably going to get pretty far. There's no question about that. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to complete the challenge, and we will have to move on to somebody else. But for right now, he's doing pretty good, and as long as he eliminates the level, and he wins. And it looks like that's what he's about to do here. We won't need to go back to that stage, and we can just move on to the next stage. Otherwise, if I ran through each and every character like this on all these stages, this video is going to be longer than what you're going to want to watch it. Luckily, Rocksteady's pretty strong at level 85, and he's going to get us through most of this, so this doesn't have to be as long of a video. And like I said, if you like something like this, kind of a new idea, something that can kind of combine your favorite game with your favorite TMNT characters and kind of do it in a Pokemon way, let me know, and I will continue to do this on the other Usagi challenges as we get them, because I think we have 4 others besides this one. Now here he finally died, so we'll go back to that stage and we'll select someone else. Now we can no longer use Rocksteady. So basically Rocksteady is permanently dead. Cannot select him anymore. That's the rules of the Nuzlocke. And now we're selecting someone else, and I'm just going down the line. So my next character is Mutagen. And we'll see how far Mutagen can get in the challenge. So why did I come up with an idea like this? Well, today is October 14th, 2025. And in a couple days is going to be the brand new Pokemon Legends ZA game that's coming out on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. And kind of as a celebration for that, I thought I should do a TMNT Pokemon style. And what better version than the Nuzlocke to go at this particular challenge and see our favorite legendary challenge is Usagi. Really great stuff. All right. Very professional, in my opinion. So now, as you can see, Mutagen failed, and I'm on to Movie Raphael. We'll see if he can defeat this stage. Otherwise, if it goes all the way through my entire lineup, we could be here for a very long time. Now, I kind of figured that once he threw that refrigerator, he's going to have an advantage. And now he got us through the stage. So now we won't have to be here as long as you think. But we're having fun, right? On to stage 5. Just 2 stages left. Let's see how long they can survive or if they can get through it. But as far as the Nuzlocke idea goes, yeah, celebration for the Pokemon Legends ZA game release here in a couple days. And like I always do when I do these TMNT Legends videos, a little bit of a promotion. I am going to be live streaming that game on the first day that it comes out. It will be in the evening. And right there, as you can see, Movie Raphael did not make it. So we switch to the next character. And everyone from Movie Raphael on is dead, and we cannot use them again per the Nuzlocke rule. So I'm going to be streaming the Pokemon Legends ZA. First day it comes out, Thursday night. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, USA time, where I'm at. Maybe for some, that might be in the daytime for you. Maybe for some of you, that might be late at night. But, you know, if you're pretty excited about the new Pokemon game, you're playing it, maybe you pre-ordered it, you know, stay up with me. It's almost the end of the week. Stay up and let's play it. I'm going to have to stay on there pretty late anyway, because I'm going to have to pick up someone pretty late at night that night. So I'm going to be up for a while. And then when I do my usual Saturday streams that you're used to, that you tune in every Saturday for, I know you do, I'll play the Pokemon Legends game again. So you'll get 2 chances to see that. You'll want to catch it the first time round because it's the beginning. And then you'll want to catch it the second time round when I usually stream, because it's the continuation of it. Then after that, for the following Thursday stream, I'll take a break from it, and then I'll come back to it a week from Saturday and play it along with another game. So, very many opportunities to catch the brand new Pokemon game that's coming out. And we celebrate with this Nuzlocke version of doing the Usagi challenge. As you can see, we got through level 70 pretty good, but we're kind of struggling at level 80 here a bit. But we're going to see if anybody in the roster can make it past level 80 to get to the final stage 6, level 90. Or if we're going to lose it all, and then we'll have to start doubling up. Because then maybe when you go through this, you may have to think about, okay, I might have to throw 2 characters in rather than just 1. We're starting with 1 because we want to do it the hardest way here. The most difficult, the most challenging way. I suppose I could probably throw 2 in here, maybe even 3, and win. But I'm trying the most difficult way first, which is 1, and see how far they can get, see how far they can last before we have to throw 2 characters in here. So, that's why I'm posting this video. Celebration of the new Pokemon game, and to kind of do a TMNT Legends version of the Nuzlocke challenge. I have actually seen some streamers online do a Nuzlocke challenge for Super Mario Maker, which Mario doesn't really have a whole lot to do with Pokemon, although, you know, when you play like Super Smash Brothers, Mario and Pikachu are both in there. But generally, Mario and Pokemon are 2 separate things. Yet, here I see some streamers kind of run Mario Maker 2 in a Nuzlocke fashion. So why not TMNT? Let's do TMNT the same exact way, in a Pokemon fashion. Why not? We're all celebrating the new game coming out, so this is a new way of doing this. And like I said, if you like this, let me know in the comments. Like the video, comment, share the video, subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and let me know if you want to see this to continue in the other Usagi challenges. There's 4 others. This one is Might, and then we also got Spirit, Swift, Tech, and Cunning. So whichever ones they bring up next, that's the next one I'll do this same challenge for, and we'll see if those characters can get through in a Nuzlocke fashion, or if they're going to struggle. And if we have to throw a second character down to kind of help it, or maybe even a third, or maybe even a fourth, depending on how bad my teams are lined up. Although, me personally, I've taken my roster between levels 85 and 100. I think at some point they're going to get strong enough where they'll get through it. I've also taken most of my characters up to 7 out of 7. I think there's a few that are still sitting at 6 out of 7 for their abilities. But it's not going to be long before I'll have everybody at 7 out of 7, to where doing a challenge like this is going to be pretty easy to do. Plus, it gives you a chance to see if you can do the exact same thing, or how much you have to level up your character to get it to where it can do a challenge like this. Just something different to run the challenge through, rather than simply selecting 4 strong characters and just beating the challenge just to get Usagi to 5 stars. Kind of has you look at the challenge in a different way, just to see if any of the characters can get pretty far, or if all of them can. And in this case, just to see how mighty they really are, which I think is pretty interesting. So it looks like they're kind of stuck on this 5th stage for a while. We'll see if we can get them through, or if we lose. And then we'll run into the doubles and see if we can get through this, or if the video is going to last longer than what we think it's going to last. But it hasn't really been all that long that we've done this. It's gone through pretty quick. So it's not something you'd have to spend a lot of time on, and it's not a lot of time you have to give in to watch a video for. It's going through it pretty fast. And like I said, once we beat a stage, we're not going back to it. We're going to consider that stage beat, just like we consider the characters beat if they are defeated, per Nuzlocke rules. And since I haven't ever really seen anybody do something like this before, I think I'm probably the only one to ever come up with something like this to do Nuzlocke in a TMNT game, well, especially TMNT Legends. Maybe they did that in some other TMNT game, but I'm using it specifically on TMNT Legends. I'm making the rules, and I'm sticking to kind of what Nuzlocke is, which is once your character's dead, you can't select it again. It's just dead, gone. Lose a challenge, bye-bye. But at the same time, kind of creating my own way in what to do as you proceed through this challenge. So, kind of using my own ideas, kind of not. Kind of half and half, I would say. Which I think is pretty fair. Now, Raph has advanced in this stage pretty far and pretty well compared to what anybody else has done. So if he's going to keep this challenge going, it's going to be him. Let's see what he does here. He's doing pretty good. And there you have it. The challenge lives on. And we are down to our final stage, so almost done. That didn't take that long. No complaints. We are almost done. Let's see if he can beat the final stage and win this challenge. He's about halfway there. Alright, now it's down to just him and Usagi. No more mushrooms. Pretty high advancement. Pretty good. I think it's safe to say you want to use Nick Raff for this particular challenge. So if you don't have him unlocked, get him unlocked. Even if you have to use a glitch, power him up. Get him high level, get his abilities up. Because he's going to help you get pretty far in this. Okay, so he lost, so technically we lost the Nuzlocke. But now we're going to go in here for a little bit of bonus content, because now we can use everybody again. And we're going to go back to level 90. We're going to gamble a little bit here. And we're going to use Raph, and we're going to have him be assisted by Super Shredder. So now, if we actually lose these characters, we cannot use them again. And I'm pretty sure we would end up losing the Nuzlocke a second time. But it looks like they're staying strong with helping out each other. So let's see if they can stand their ground and defeat Usagi. And then after that will come the end of the video. So like I said, make sure you like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and be ready for when I go live on Thursday for the brand new Pokemon game. I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll see you in the next video. And it looks like they are going to take care of him. And that's going to be the end of it. So yeah, on the final stage, you're going to want to use 2 of your turtles, 2 of your Pokemon. And then that way you will win the Nuzlocke challenge. Thank you.